Hi Scorpio, this is your June 2020 forecast. If you'd like a private reading with me, hypnosis to facilitate permanent change, or to be part of Zoom, do use the link below. Scorpio, we're going into the month with a eclipse in Sagittarius. This is going to bring up emotions and opposition in a way of jealousy, pettiness, provocation, poking the bear, because we have the sun and we've got the moon and they're vying for attention. There's opposition there, and it's in this area where it's going to create this angst. And for you in particular, this is in your area of your salary, what you own, earn, and owe, and in your partnerships, which is love and money, but also your value system. It looks like this month that there is going to be a feeling at work. We've got the Five of Cups there in our career, study, and finance, where we're feeling undervalued, we're feeling hard done by. So maybe there is some conflict at work where people are saying things, they're pushing buttons, there may be a bit of gossip or narky behavior or looks going on. Maybe you're feeling insecure and creating this awareness around you. Maybe someone said something because they're in a bad mood and you've taken this all on yourself. Whatever scenario this is, it looks like you're worried about your position. It looks like you're worried that you've made a mistake here and that things are all over and done with. But you actually have these two cups behind you. Work is going to improve. You may feel like there's been a failure. You may feel like you've made a mistake or a loss there. Maybe you're returning to work and things aren't as busy or as stable as they have been. Whatever happens here with your work, do know it will be replaced. Things will be stable. Things will be great. It's just that with this really strong eclipse happening, that you're really going to be feeling this. Someone's really going to be getting on your last nerve. Now, this is a deep psychological, fundamental shift. This next 8 weeks, we've got eclipse, eclipse, eclipse. And in the middle, we've got Mercury retrograde shadow period starting on the 18th, right through to end on July 26th. So we're dealing with same feelings, people, situation. Things are coming back to be readjusted, re-looked at, re-signed, picking up on things that we missed before, and during this process you're going to see things differently. The part of you where this is creating angst is going to be forced to be looked at. So with that change, you will be feeling better. Now, this is about broadening our horizons. This is about getting the end goal that we want. And there's this shuffle here. Now, the shuffle and the conflict here is about what we rely on from others, who we rely on, and our own self-sufficiency, and having that balance there, because it looks like there's a tug of war going on in those two areas. So with my boss and my salary, how I get things from others. So if you're reliant on funding from other people, then you're really trying to push to be able to earn your own. Or if you're, retiring and there's this issue there going on. So that what I do for myself and what others do for me, there's that conflict going there. And there's something within you, your value system, your insecurities, that line, what I will and will not, what you can't pay me enough to do that. This is not worth it. Or I'm starting to feel very valued, or my money. I'm looking at my money, and there's conflict on where I'm going to put that. So it's your partnerships, love and money, but it's also your own value and how you feel valued in these partnerships. At home, it looks like there is going to be a little bit of issue here around. Okay, so if you live with someone, you might find that they're getting on your nerves because they're not doing their part. There's a bit of insecurity here about what our solid future looks like. There's a commitment thing here. Is it solid? Is it not? Are we here? Are you not? What's going on? It's like you're bouncing in and bouncing out. Treating this house like a hotel, I hear. So if you're living with someone, it's about that. But if you don't live with someone, you're looking at where you're living and you're thinking, well, in the long term, is this where I'm going to stay? Because something around this is bothering you. When it comes to your health, you do have the Four of Pentacles. The fourth house is uterus, digestion, breast, stomach, and womb. So you might find some inflammation there, some heaviness there. Even for some of you, I feel constipation as well. When it comes to, and this also could be hereditary, This also can be we're stuck at home, we're not really getting much contact, so there's a little bit of depression going on, which also can come from insecurities as well. With our Knight of Pentacles here, if we are looking at our relationships and we're thinking, well, is this long-term or not? Because there's a pause here and we're looking at our future, we're looking about what it's going to look like, where we're going, where are we going, who's coming with us. I'm looking for insurance, I'm looking for protection, I'm looking about how I can protect myself in the long run when it comes to my love. And this is a question here. For some of you, the single ones, this is I'm out and I'm looking. Or I've paused that look, because this is going to be a very busy month. So, you know, what other people are saying and doing is bringing up something in you, and it's really asking you to question yourself. Now, your Adoring Virtue messages from the angels, Scorpio, is... Yeah, and you know what? When it comes to this, you're looking at deadly serious agreements, births, deaths, marriages. You're looking at your taxes. You're looking at, you know, even, you know, for a small, tiny select few of you, this is insecurity and surgery, you know. But, you know, there might be a real negotiation or disagreement when it comes to signing something, you know, whether it be a raise, whether it be a mortgage, whether it be a loan, whether it be arguing over... a will, or preparations for, you know, anything to do with deadly serious agreements. This is really intense emotions. Okay, so we do have the no card. So, you know, if this is, am I going to lose my job, or is, you know, whatever. The answer is no for right now. This is not the time, like I said, Mercury retrograde and eclipses. This is a planning stage. This is a dress rehearsal. This is not going to be definite, because when Mercury retrograde happens, we have to return it, re-sign it, re-look at it. We're going to go back over it again. So don't purchase anything technological. Don't sign anything if you don't have to. If you do have to, you look through it with a fine-tooth comb. Get someone that you trust. Bring them over. Get them to look through it, because there will be hidden details. So there will be things that you've missed. So try not to sign anything at all from the 18th through to the 26th if you can. But with eclipses, blindsided, you don't know the details, you don't even know where it came from, you know, that kind of unknown, can't see, you know, we're hiding from each other. There is money here. This is the depression here, and again we're talking about movement in the home, bringing new energy. So be kind to you and those you love, and from Jedi side Jake, may the force be with you.